Hoy, nandiyan na pala kayo. So, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Last episode, we discussed about the arts of Southeast Asia or Southeast Asian art. Now, we will discuss the arts of East Asia or East Asian art. Ano-ano bang mga bansa under East Asia? And ano-ano yung mga artworks nila? So, let's start na. Alright, welcome back to my channel. This is yours truly, Mr. Lance Patrick, also known as the Hobbyist Artist. So, today, we will discuss the artworks of East Asia. So, first of all, ano-ano ang mga bansa na nasa East Asia? First, we have Japan, we have North Korea, South Korea, we have China, and we have Taiwan. So one by one, we will analyze their visual art at kung ano ang kanilang pinagkaiba. Also, meron din tayong about their architecture and also the way of their writing. Lalo na yung calligraphy. So, start na tayo. Before we start, let's try this drill. Directions: as you move around the countries written below, group each picture according to the country they belong to by writing its number under the correct heading. So, you may pause this video so that you may copy this as your guide. So, here are the selections. You may pause this video as you answer the following. Time's up. Here are the answers. Let's see how many points you get or you got. If you got 9, excellent. You know the artworks, art forms, and landmarks of China, Japan, and Korea well. If you got 7 to 8, very good. You know some of the artworks and landmarks of China, Japan, and Korea. If you got 4 to 6, good. You have the basic knowledge of the artworks and landmarks of China, Japan, and Korea. If you get 0 to 3, oh, poor. You still need to double your effort in learning about the artworks and landmarks of China, Japan, and Korea. Before we go on to the discussion, let me show you the two paintings from Japan. We have the traditional painting and the modern painting. So let's go to the painting subjects or themes in China. We have flowers and birds, we have landscapes, palaces and temples, human figures, animals, and bamboos and stones. Here's one sample, a painting from China. For Japan, we have scenes from everyday life, narrative scenes crowded with figures and details. So just like the Greeks. So here is the example painting of Japan or from Japan. So we have paintings from Korea. Subjects are divided into 5 categories. 1. Landscape paintings. 2. The minhwa or the traditional folk painting. 3. 4. Gracious plants or plum blossoms. Orchids or wild orchids or chrysanthemum. 4. We have bamboo. And 5. We have the portraits. Here is one example of traditional Korean painting. And now let's have this one, the yin and yang. We have the most important aspects in East Asian painting. Landscape painting was regarded as the highest form of Chinese painting. They also considered that tree concepts of their arts: nature, heaven, and humankind, yin and yang. Chinese society, basically agricultural, has always laid great stress on understanding the pattern of nature and living in accordance with it. Oriental artists often created landscapes rather than paintings with the human figure as subjects. Of course, silk was often used as the medium to paint upon, but it was quite expensive. When the Han court eunuch Kai Lun invented the paper in the 1st century AD, it provided not only a cheap and widespread medium for writing, but painting became more economical. Of course, meron ding mga ideologies sa mga artworks ng East Asia. We have the Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism played as an important roles in East Asian art. Chinese art expresses the human understanding of the relationship between nature and human. This is evident in the form of painting of landscapes, bamboo, birds, and flowers, etc. This might be called the metaphysical, Taoist aspect of Chinese painting. To make your painting interesting and realistic, so we must apply these 6 principles of Chinese painting established by Sihi, a writer, an art historian, and a critic in 5th century China. So ito yung mga 6 principle na pwede natin makuha sa kanya. First, we have observe rhythm and movements. Number 2, leave spaces for the eyes to rest. Number 3, we have use brush in calligraphy. We have also use colors correctly. And we have number 5, live up to tradition by copying in the master's artwork. Teka, parang may naalala ko dito Anyway, balik tayo. Number 6, the last one, copy the correct proportion of the objects and nature. So, we are also applying here the elements and principles of arts. Alright, let's go to the Korean painting. The history of Korean painting dates to 108 CE when it first appears as an independent form. It is said that until the Joseon dynasty, the primary influence of Korean painting were Chinese paintings. However, Korean paintings have subjects such as landscapes, facial features, Buddhist topics, and an emphasis on celestial observation in keeping with the rapid development of Korean astronomy. We have mountain and water are important features in Korean landscape painting because it is a site for building temples and buildings. Landscape painting represents both a portrayal of nature itself and a codified illustration of the human view of nature and the world. Are you still awake? If you're sleepy, bili muna kayo ng kape. And don't forget to pause this video. Okay? Now let's go to their arts. To the Chinese, calligraphy is the art of beautiful handwriting. Traditional painting involves essentially the same techniques as calligraphy and is done with a brush dipped in black or colored ink. Oils are not used in calligraphy. The popular materials which paintings are made are paper and silk. Poets write their calligraphy on their paintings. Of course, kung marunong ka gumawa nito, your paintings can be mounted on scrolls such as hanging scrolls or hand scrolls, album sheets, walls, lacquerware, folding screens, and other media. Here are the Chinese paintings that were mounted on different mediums. In Chinese calligraphy, did you know that the earliest known Chinese logographs or ancient writing symbols are engraved on the shoulder bones of large animals, and on tortoise shells. For this reason, the script found on these objects is commonly called jaguan, or shell and bone script. It was said that Kangji, the legendary inventor of Chinese writing, got these ideas or his ideas from observing animals, footprints, and birds' claw marks on the sand as well as the other natural phenomena. He then started to work out simple images from what he conceived as representing different objects such as sun, moon, mountain, water, rain, wood, dog, cattle, and horse. Of course, speaking of Chinese calligraphy, may konting trivia lang ako sa inyo regarding the Great Flood during the time of Noah. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, nai-record to ng mga Chinese, okay? Which is written in calligraphy and tinranslate ito in English. So, ito. Let's go now to the ancient Asian temples. These Asian temples and houses have sweeping roof because they believe that it will protect them from the elements of water, wind, and fire. Buddhists believe that it helped ward off evil spirits, which were deemed to be straight lines. The figures at the tips are called roof guards. Of course, there are three main types of roof. One, we have straight inclined, more economical for common Chinese architecture. Number two, multi-inclined, roofs with two or more sections of incline. These roofs are used for residence or residences of wealthy Chinese. We have number three, the sweeping roof. Has curves that rise at the other or at the corners of the roof. These are usually reserved for temples and palaces, although it may also be found in the homes of the wealthy. Originally, the ridges of the roofs are usually highly decorated with ceramic figurines. Alright, that's all for today. Now let's proceed to the painting analysis. So give your interpretation about the photo, comment down below your interpretation and your analysis. You may pause the video as you analyze the following pictures from different countries of East Asia. Alright, that's all for today, and thank you so much for your continued support in my YouTube channel or on my YouTube channel. And kung may mga nakalimutan akong sabihin or i-discuss, you may comment down below so that mababasa ko ito and we can have a discussion in the comment section below. So once again, thank you so much for your continued support, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you may just subscribe now and press the notifications bell so that you will be updated. And once again, thank you so much, and may God bless us all.